Eureka! There's gold in that there sluice.
Is it sluice or sloosh?
Sluice, tomato, tomato.
I have a 1930s dry gold sluice made in the Depression era. I've kept it as a piece of folk art in my home for about a year or so. Kind of goes with the other Old West style items that I have. I want $1,500, so I'm hoping I can pan Rick for a good deal.
Really cool, I dig it. How much you want for it?
Asking around $1,500. I've seen comparable models go that range.
Okay, all right, most likely you've seen them ask that much for that.
Ask that
Okay,
much.
people always say, oh, we looked on the internet and they're asking. I'm going, yeah, they're asking, they're not getting. They're difficult to sell. It's tough, they sit for a long time, plain and simple.
Yeah, I get that.
If I sell this, I'd probably get $500-600 out of it.
Really?
Really. So, I'll give you $300 for it.
Can you do around 9?
No. It's time and money. The longer it sits, the less I'm gonna pay.
Are you sure there's not any gold in there?
No, if there was full of gold down there, I'm going, yeah, no problem, dude. I'll give you your money. So, I'll tell you what, I'll give you $350. That's the best I can do on it. You know, 20 years ago when the whole Southwest thing was in style, it would have sold like a champ. It's not in style right now. It's gonna be tougher to sell.
I think I'll keep it at that price.
If you change your mind, come back and see me.
I will. Well, thanks, Rick. Appreciate it.
In a previous life, I was a 49er.
I'm not unhappy I didn't make the deal, because I'm going to take the sluice and go find some gold.
What do we got?
I got this old Black & Decker drill.
Do you know when it was made?
It was made in 1926.
That's pretty cool. Really interesting company. They invented this style of drill, which is pretty much the basis for every drill that came along after that. Now I think if you showed up on a job site with this, you'd get laughed at and sent home.
I got this drill when I used to work for Black & Decker in Spain. It's in working condition. It's very rare to find one of those. I used to collect antiques, and I kept it for a long time.
How much are you looking to get out of it?
850, that's what I'm asking for.
150 or 850?
850.
850?
850. It's a very unique piece that it's very difficult to get it, and in working condition.
That number's just so high. I could give you $100 for it. Really, I could get online and buy them all day long.
No, I wouldn't sell it for $100.
Are you willing to come off that at all, or?
What about $500?
I couldn't pay $500. I really couldn't. I'll go 150. That's the best I can do.
I don't sell it for 150.
All right, well, I appreciate you coming down, man.
Okay.
Change your mind, I'm here, okay?
Thank you. You know, $100 is what it takes to fill my gas tank. So, you know, I knew that he was gonna take the price down, not expected to be that down, but, you know, I'm not gonna give it away for $100.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good.
I have a medal I'm wondering if you might be interested in. It's a historical U.S. medal struck in 1826 for the completion of the Erie Canal. There's probably about 75 or so known today.
That is really, really cool. Yeah, these were given out when the Erie Canal was finished.
Yeah, it was kind of to celebrate the completion of that Erie Canal.
And the thing was, too, I mean, this wasn't like the Panama Canal. At least the Panama Canal had really inefficient steam shovels. This thing had guys with shovels.
Yeah, they're out there digging a ditch. The Erie Canal completion in 1826 was a major accomplishment for our country. I'm asking $2,400 for it. My wife and I are on our way to Mesa for the winter, and I decided to sell it to have some extra money for our vacation.
I've gotten a lot of strange things in before, but I've never had one of these. How much do you want for it?
$2,400. And I think that's a very good deal, actually.
I think it's a great coin. I love the story that goes along with it, but I'll give you like $800 for it.
800. Well, I'm asking 2,400 for it.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll give you $1,000. It's the best I can do. Period.
Yeah. I think we're a little bit far off. I need at least $1,900. I take $1,900 for it.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. But thanks for bringing it in.
All right.
I appreciate it, man.
Well, I appreciate Rick's offer, but $1,000 is really just not a very fair offer, in my opinion. I'm sure I can sell for a lot more than that. Who knows? Maybe in Mesa, Arizona, where we're heading, I'll find somebody there that would be interested in picking it up.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good. So I got this for you.
Yeah, I get a lot of people bring stuff like this in, man. I know it looks old, but it's still just worth $1.
But this one's signed by former President Ronald Reagan and Walt Disney.
Oh, wow. Sorry about that.
I purchased the dollar bill at a private auction. I believe the dollar to be signed in the early 1950s. I'm gonna be asking for $4,300. I want to sell it because I've had it for a little while and I just feel like it's time to move on from the item and somebody else could appreciate it now.
So, what are you looking to do with it, man?
Well, you know, I'm looking to sell it.
All right, any idea what you're looking to get out of it?
I mean, I'm looking to get probably $4,300 for it.
All right, I would pay you like 1,800 bucks.
Yeah, I mean, I really think my $4,300 is actually pretty fair.
Would you go 22?
You're killing me with that.
That's the best I can do.
I think I'll have to decline that.
All right, man, well, offer stands if you want to come back with it, all right?
I appreciate it, thank you. I'm passing on $2,200 because I just think that it will bring a lot more than that. What I'll do with the dollar now is probably frame it up, get a picture of the two, and you know, hope I can find that one person to pull the trigger on it.
My buddy Bill gave me a call about a Dennis Hopper-owned motorcycle. Figured it could be kind of cool, so came down to check it out. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing, man?
So Bill told me you had a bike from Dennis Hopper.
Yeah, it's a 2002 KTM. I picked it up at the auction and I just bought it from an investment perspective.
Okay. What are you looking to get out of it?
I'd like 15.
100?
Dude, I gotta make a little money, man. 15K.
Okay, buddy. We are really far off.
Yeah.
You bought this at a collectible motorcycle auction, right?
Yep.
Mind me asking how much you paid for it?
4,800.
Okay. What we have, man, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. We have a 13-year-old carbureted motorcycle that they don't make anymore that was owned by Dennis Hopper, who didn't really ride it. Dennis Hopper's not Steve McQueen, he's not James Dean, he's not Elvis. Buddy, I'll get you out of it. I'll get you out of it for what you got in it.
But the Dennis Hopper thing, come on.
Once anybody registers this bike, Dennis Hopper's done. His name's off the title. 4,800 bucks, that's the best I can do.
I could go down a little lower on the 15, but 4,800 is, come on, dude.
I'm letting you,
Yeah.
letting you out what you got in it, my man. That's the most I can do. If we're not gonna make a deal, I appreciate
No,
you
I
letting me see
appreciate it,
it,
buddy.
and I appreciate you letting me ride it, man.
know. Thanks,
Take
Tim.
care.
$4,800 is a ridiculous offer. If you're really into Hollywood, history, the glamour, it's double that price, right? At least $7,000 or $8,000.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, how you doing?
Is that Wonkin?
No, it's Wilkins.
That's right, Wilkins. This is like one of the very first Jim Henson Muppet sort of things.
Kind of looks like you.
Him or me?
Definitely him.
Found this Muppet toy at an auction in Pennsylvania. I thought he looked a lot like Kermit the Frog, and I later found out that it was a Jim Henson puppet. It's a pretty old piece of Jim Henson memorabilia, one of his earlier pieces, and I'd like to get $650 for it.
This is cool. So, do you want to sell this, or?
Yeah.
How much you want for it?
Looking for $650.
Okay. I'll give you like 100 bucks for it, dude.
No.
It's not that popular. You know what I mean? A few people know about it.
How about 4?
There's no money at 4. I mean, 150 to 200 is what it's going to go for. I mean, I think it's really cool, so I'll go like 100 a quarter. I mean, that's the best I could do.
I think Wilkins and I are just gonna hop away.
All right.
But thank you.
Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by.
No problem. Unfortunately, it couldn't come to a deal. I thought it was worth a lot more based on my research. But that's okay. I'll keep Wilkins with me.
What can I help you with?
I've got some rare whistles here.
Okay. So you've been collecting these for a long time?
Yeah, seriously, about 10 years. Now I have about 1,000.
What's this one here you got? Sounds like a train.
I hear it, Chuck.
That's definitely a train whistle.
The whistles I'm bringing in today is a cross-section of very rare whistles. All of them, except one, predate 1900. I've bought and sold and traded for years. These are extras. I'm looking to get 4,500. I'd like to sell the whistles because I'd like to have some money for vacation.
This is a pretty cool collection of whistles.
They are neat inventions if you think about it. Most we see whistles now is probably sports games, but back in the day they were really important for police. You could hear them much farther than someone could yell, and they used to use these things on the battlefield. Whistles made of bone, wood, reeds have been made for thousands and thousands of years. In the 1800s, whistles started being used from everything from trains to factories to know when you're supposed to go to work and when you got off. This is cool.
That's a World War I gunner's whistle for a torpedo boat.
Okay.
Is this a whistle revolver?
No, that's a 1845 whistle. That one's the rarest. That one's extremely rare.
I like that one the best so far.
So, what do you want for all of them?
Well, I'm looking to get the whole collection sold, so I'm looking for 4,500.
And how you come up with that price?
Rarity. They're all extremely rare.
I'm not looking at quite that high. Okay. I mean, you got some good stuff here. You do. But I have to resell these, and I don't think I'm going to get those numbers out of them. So that's why I'm taking like 1,200 bucks.
Well, take this one out of the equation, and 1,200 would work.
I'd give you 1,000 without that one.
I'm sorry, 1,200 is as low as I can go. That's a killer deal.
I'll go 1,100. That's the best I can do.
Okay.
Sweet.
Deal.
Go write them up and leave them here.
All right, I'll meet you right up there.
Sounds great. Yeah, I'm taking $1,100 for it. It's close to the 12, and I do want to get some money together for vacation, so it's reasonable.
Hey, that looks pretty fancy.
I have this Buddha that I'm trying to sell.
I thought Buddha was fat.
There is the happy Buddha, which has a really big belly. But anyone who becomes enlightened is a Buddha. So there's been hundreds, if not thousands, of Buddhas.
Oh.
Where in the hell did you get this?
A friend of mine gave it to me as a housewarming gift.
I bet you were pissed.
I received this Buddha as a housewarming gift, and I'm not a Buddhist. I have a lot of stuff in my house, and I'm not really attached to it. I saw a Buddha similar to this, and it was selling for $10,000, and that's what I'm asking for.
I'll tell you what, I'm definitely intrigued. It looks like Tibetan Buddhism. The Tibetans were the ones who were like super stylized like this. All the jewelry, the nice hair, everything else like that. Do you know much about it?
No, I think he got it from a garage sale.
Okay. It doesn't surprise me because in World War II, we did have some people in China. Some of the stuff was brought back. In the early 50s, the Chinese invaded. They took over the country. So Tibet is nothing like it used to be. Most of this stuff that was in Tibet after the invasion is gone. That's why this stuff is getting harder and harder to find. It looks right, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know when this was made. It could be 50 years old. It could be 200 years old. You got a bunch of little spots where the gilding came off, and you have, I'm assuming it's brass underneath. You were looking to sell it?
Yes.
How much do you want for this?
$10,000.
And how did you come up with that number?
I saw it online. It was a similar item going for that price.
I will give you $7,500. I will not give you a penny more. That is the best I can do. And realize, okay, I am taking a serious shot at this. I mean, if I put this in an auction, it only goes for 10 grand, I'm gonna break even. But at 7,500 bucks, that's the end of my game.
Oh, okay, all right, I'll accept that. All right.
I'll meet you right up there, and come on, follow me. We'll do some paperwork.
All right. I'm settling on $7,500 because this was a gift and it's a complete profit for me. I'm taking the $7,500 and I'm going shopping.
I have here a antique Japanese Satsuma flask.
Do you mind if I take a look at it?
Sure, go for it. I thought it'd be cool to fill it up and drink out of it, but I'm too afraid of...
Yeah, who knows what they kept in it, man.
As far as this antique flask goes, whether it's a gunpowder container or a canteen for water, I'm not really sure. Because this antique flask is older, I would hope to get around a few $100s for it.
Any idea what you're looking to get out of it?
I'd like to get $300 for it if I could.
This could be something really rare, worth $1 million, or it could be gift shop crap that no one wants.
Huh.
So what will you take for it, man?
Yeah, I'd be happy with 120.
Make it $100 you gotta do.
100, whew. 110?
Like, the chances of me getting only $140 out of this thing are pretty high. I'll do 100. That's the best I can do.
Okay. All right. You got a deal.
Meet me over there. I'll write you up.
I'm excited about receiving $100 for the flask, and I think I'm going to put it towards a new guitar that I've been looking at.
What do we got here?
Well, what we have here is the original jukebox. This is
Symphonion.
A Symphonion, yes.
Okay.
1800s, made in Germany.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely cool. I mean, you know, it's almost like a regular jukebox, and it's a novelty thing to have in a bar or something in Germany or here. People tend to get drunk and like to hear music.
I came down to the pawn shop today because I'd like to sell my Symphonion. There's 16 German coins, and there's 16 discs. I know it was made in Germany, and I know it's the 1800s because the coins are dated like around the 1870s. I'm hoping to get about 8,000, but bottom line is 3,500.
What are you willing to take?
I really was kind of hoping to get like 4, you know, going down to 4 and.
Okay, I'm at about 1,500.
I can do 35. And I think you'd be able to sell it for more. The fact that it has the real German coins, which are dated 1800s.
I can get coins like that, a dime a dozen.
But the disc you won't. This is a cool thing.
It is. I'll tell you what, I can do 1,800. That's bottom line, best I can do.
I just think that just wouldn't work. I was really hoping to get more than that.
Story of my life. I appreciate you bringing it down. If you change your mind, I'm here all week, all right?
Okay, thanks. I'm really disappointed. I really didn't want to bring it home today. I really wanted to sell it. I just think 18 it was just too low. It was too low.
All right, there it is, man. My buddy Davey is trying to sell me a really rare samurai sword. He wants 18 grand, but I'm not paying that much. Now he wants to try and trade it for my sand rail. I gotta make sure I get my money out of it, no matter how bad I want that sword.
Well, I definitely want to make a deal, so let's make it happen.
Okay, so give me the samurai sword and 10 grand.
Samurai sword, 3 grand. 15, 3, 8, that gives you 18 for this.
That's what I paid for it.
So you've had it for a year, you break even. I mean, we'll still have it.
No, I'm not in business to break even.
What do you mean? This is our deal, not
No, I know it's
deal.
no, it's like 4 grand to get the tranny rebuilt.
So I'll go 5 G's. I'll split the half of the tranny with you. 5 grand samurai sword, puts you at 20 G's.
No, after you 12 grand, so that makes me at 17 G's. I'm still losing money. So give me the samurai sword and 8 grand. That's like the best I could do.
All right, you got a deal.
All right, man.
All right, I appreciate it. It'll stay in the family, you know that.
Okay, all right, let's do some paperwork, man.
All right. So I walked in here trying to get $18,000 cash in my pocket. I ended up giving them $8,000 cash out of my pocket. I don't know how they do this to me, but they do. I guess he is the better salesman.
What can I help you with?
I have a Cardinals ring I'd like to sell you.
Baseball or football?
Neither. This kind.
Oh, this kind?
That's right.
I think I did that right.
I came to the pawn shop today to try to sell my 19th century Cardinals ring. I recently acquired it from a friend of mine. It's not anything I'd ever wear, and I'd rather have the money. My bottom dollar is $6,300. The value is in its role in history.
So how much do you want for it?
Well, for the ring itself, I'd love to get $6,000.
Okay.
and shoot me an offer.
1,500 bucks.
Whew. I won't do 1,500. And what's the best you can do?
The best I can do is 2,000, period. The other problem with this ring is a big problem on a ring. It's unsizable. Most rings, they leave a simple piece of gold on the back. There's no decorations on it. You can cut and size that. That you can't. The decoration goes all the way around. $2,000, I'm not gonna go a penny more.
Well, I'll probably be more blessed having the 2,000 than I will having the ring, so you got a deal.
Apparently you're blessed.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I'll meet you right up there.
2,000 is a lot less than what I was trying to get, but it's better than nothing, and I'm happy with it.
Earlier, I got a call from a guy looking to sell an antique stock ticker. So me and the old man are on our way to go check it out.
So this is it, huh? Yes, sir. This is what I called you about. It's a 1930s Dow Jones news ticker.
Cool. So did you used to be a stockbroker or something, or?
I work for Dow Jones and Company. I service these machines.
Did you ever get any good stock tips or anything?
Yeah, buy low and sell high. I called the guys from the pawn shop to come down and take a look at my Dow Jones news ticker. I want to sell it because we're moving out of town. I'm asking for $1,500. We'll determine what the least is that I'll accept.
So what'd you want to do with this, my man?
I would like to sell it.
Any idea of what you're looking to get, or?
Well, I'd like to get $1,500 for it, then with the clipboard and the papers. It's a conversation piece.
I'd like to offer you around 500 bucks for it. It's one of those things where as technology goes on, you know, some stuff just has to go, and not everything could be collectible.
That's pretty low. How about $1,200?
What do you think, Grandpa? What do you want to pay for it?
800 or 900 would be top score.
You're slipping on me. We'll go 900. That's the best I can do, though.
That's okay. That's okay. I agree to that.
All right, my man.
Real good. Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
a lot.
you, sir.
I'll have somebody come out and pick it up.
The old man kills me sometimes. $800 or $900. He was supposed to say 600, but I'm not worried about it. I mean, I'll still make a profit on this piece.